So it looks like it stopped after 80. I don't know what happened there. It's so weird. Okay, so for 81, I don't remember the exact cards that came out. Let me think for a second. We had the Queen of Wands. Nope, that was for 82. For 81, we had the Devil, because we talked about the fears. We had the Knight of Cups, because we talked about our emotional desire, and we had the Eight of Cups. So it was Knight of Cups, the Devil, and Eight of Cups. So, what I had been saying to myself apparently was that when it comes to seeing a future, it's not that they're seeing this as the only possibility of a future. They're seeing it as a possibility of future in general, one of many that they could go down. And we say that because when we have a Devil card come forward, we're going to talk about the fears, we're going to talk about the difficulties. It's a card of isolation, codependency, negativity, toxicity, like the wrong ways that we would work together, the ways that we would more so not click instead of creating a flow. And when we have the Knight of Cups coming forward, we're going to talk about where we're feeling connected, where we're bringing forward our emotions, our wishes, our wants, our desires, where the things that we're looking for to come forward can come forward, or we can have hope that they can come forward. But the Eight of Cups itself also gives us space of longing for more, but we're still longing for more. Yes, we want to move ahead for more, we want to obtain the more, but we're still in a place of longing for more. And so when it gets to this style of combination, it's saying that they do see a future with you, but it's not the only future that they do see when it comes to looking at the ideas of a future. Because again, they're looking at the fears, the negativities, the issues that could come forward with the idea of connecting, rather than just looking at it as rose-colored glasses. So we have this emotional desire for a future with the idea of the Knight of Cups. We have the longing for more with the Eight of Cups. We're wanting to achieve it, but then we have this sense of like resistance and kind of dropping us back into more of a reality or the mind instead of emotions with the energy of the Devil. And that kind of brings forward a sense of fear or held back energy about the idea of having a future together. So I would say, yes, they see the possibility of a future, but it's not the only idea of a future that they imagine when it comes to moving forward. So 82, we had for sure the Six of Wands as well as the Queen of Wands. And I'm trying to rack my brain. Six of Wands, Queen of Wands. What else did we have there? Six of Wands, Queen of Wands. And the Four of Cups. That's what it was. Six of Wands, Queen of Wands, Four of Cups. Where's the Queen of Wands here now? Okay, so for 62, When it comes to this combination, they see you as somebody who's incredibly attractive. The Queen of Wands as well as the Six of Wands is going to give us this passion, this excitement, this desire, this attraction, where they're feeling incredibly pulled towards you and they're wanting to be in your energy. Then the Four of Cups comes in and it talks about where we're missing something, where we're longing for something more, but it's not necessarily coming forward. We're in a place of looking for the idea of more, but where we're feeling it's getting held back. And so it comes forward in a place of saying they see you as somebody that they are attracted to, they see you as somebody who they are pulled towards, but it's not necessarily coming forward as seeing you as the one, because again, with the Four of Cups coming ahead, we're in a place of looking for more. We're in a place of desiring something else to come forward, where we're looking for something to kind of like top it up rather than being in a place of just complete flow or excitement or unity like we would see perhaps with the Nine of Cups. And so when it comes into this combination, we're seeing an emotional desire for you and a passion for you, but it's not necessarily coming forward as encompassing the idea as seeing you as the one. Just because again, we're in this place of kind of like longing for more, wanting or desiring more, rather than being in a place where we're completely just okay with where we're at. So yes, we see you as somebody who's incredibly attractive, Queen of Wands. We're wanting to, let you know that, connect with you on that. Six of Wands, the passion, the excitement, the desire is there. There's the want for movement and flow and opportunity to connect. But the Four of Cups would say that we are missing something, that something else still needs to come forward, where we're needing more fulfillment to come ahead. We're longing for the place of more. So I wouldn't necessarily classify this then as seeing you as the one. They could see you as somebody that they're attracted to and they get along with, or that they can connect with, but I wouldn't necessarily classify this as the one. Just specifically on that idea of the Four of Cups is a missing or a longing energy for something else. And then the Wands is more of a momentary passion, a momentary desire, rather than maybe more of that structural energy that we would see from something like Pentacles. So I wouldn't necessarily classify it as the one, but I would say that there's a point of desire that comes forward here. So let's go ahead now for 83. 83, I'd like to know thoughts and feelings. Let us see. All right. So we are definitely feeling a sense of stability and care. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles comes forward as this trust, this desire to connect, and feeling secure. So they're feeling quite safe and comfortable when it comes to yourself. And this is going to bring a desire to interact. But when it comes to the idea of the King of Swords, Two of Swords, it's like they're trying to look at something in a logical way to see what can they do to interact in like the way to offer more. What can we do to interact in a way that's going to build things up, that's going to create a sense of stability, connection, value, right? What else can we do here to move things forward and to create some sort of opportunity? The idea of the Ace of Pentacles wants stability, it wants value, it wants more. And when we have this energy coming forward with the Queen of Pentacles, we want more in a place that feels really cared for. So it seems like they're thinking about connecting with you, making you feel secure, making you feel cared for, building on the trust energy between the two of you, building on the point of feeling secure or feeling connected, and kind of being in this place of wanting to offer value. So really thinking about interacting with you and trying to create a like slow and steady wins the race, building up on the energy that the two of you are already experiencing, trying to create a point of flow, and also kind of being in this way here of trying to think about what you would be looking for or what you would be wanting when it comes to the situation here as well, because that Two of Swords is very much trying to think logically, and that King of Swords is also trying to think logically, trying to analyze the situation and think, what is the best way to move forward? What is the best way to connect? What is the best way to kind of navigate the situation so that we can continue the momentum slowly, but keep it moving forward in the best directions. So that's what I would say based on this combination. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you're interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here for 84. 84, you'd like to know, are the two of you coming to an end? Let us see. All right. So we have the sun and the moon. So right now, I would call this a pivotal moment. This is something that is very much in the space of like the fork in the road where we're deciding. Had the moon not come out, I would have said going with the sun, yes, it does look like it is the end. Since we have the moon and the sun card coming forward, again, it's a bit of a fork in the road energy that's coming ahead here, where we may need to decide as to what we are doing next, how we are showing up for the connection, what actions that we're taking for the connection, and how we're trying to kind of navigate this and moving forward. So I would say it's not completely done, no, but it is on the verge of it. So if we are allowing it to just kind of fade away, it will fade away. If we take action to see something switch around and change, we will have an opportunity here to switch things around, to create this momentum, to build things up, to create a sense of a positive flow and a better direction in moving forward instead of allowing things to go away. So based on this combination, I would say things are very much on the edge of being the end between the two of you, but we can change this around if we take action to create this new beginning, especially with the energy coming forward of the Three of Cups. Since the Three of Cups is my only card that I use to signify a reconciliation, it's showing that the possibility to get back together, to reconnect is there. We just need to maybe allow ourselves to take certain chances, create certain opportunities, and kind of switch things around in a bit of a different manner. So I would say it's very much on the verge of ending, but we can still change things around so that there creates a new beginning instead of a complete ending. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here with 85. 85 would like to know what are their current thoughts and feelings. Let's see. All right. So when we have the Ten of Swords energy come forward, it seems like they are thinking about some sort of endings, difficulties, or issues between the two of you. And it seems like either they're coming to peace with that or they're coming to kind of find I just want to say peace to it, really, because when we have the Ten of Swords come forward, it talks about endings, it talks about betrayals, it talks about difficulties. It can be where our words got the better of us, or where we allowed ourselves to kind of lead into an ending prematurely, even. And when we get that energy coming forward with Temperance, it's a peace, it's a harmony, it's a balance. So we're coming to terms with the issues of endings. We're coming to terms with where our words can be more detrimental than beneficial, and kind of just being in that sort of energy. So this could even be thinking about the ways in which they've created betrayal to you and how they want to make peace with that or create some sort of balance between the two of you. So it's not just sitting in this 10 of Swords energy of the difficulties, the issues, the wrongdoings, and where we can kind of create a sense of peace or flow or harmony in the energy instead, so that things can be more uplifting, so that the opportunity here can be different, so that there can be a sense of like calmness and flow instead of being in a place of issue. So I would very much say that they're either thinking about an ending between the two of you, thinking about creating like where some sort of betrayal has been created, and really bringing forward a sense of peace or balance or harmony to that. So let's see. Is Chris looking forward to seeing you at work tomorrow night? Let us see. All right, so we have the Tower energy coming forward with the Four of Cups, which can be a very interesting combination. The Tower is usually a shocking energy, something that feels surprising, something that feels out of the blue. And then when we have the Four of Cups come forward, the Four of Cups is more of that mundane energy, just living our day-to-day life. Everything feels the same. And so there could be some excitement that's coming forward here to kind of like break up the mundanity of the work, right? Being able to see you maybe feels different or feels exciting because there's an opportunity to not just have the same consistent routine come forward. Now we're seeing something shocking or exciting coming ahead because we're able to see you instead of just doing our day-to-day aspects of things, right? There could be something going on in that sort of direction. So I would say yes, it does look like they are excited and looking forward to seeing you. I wouldn't necessarily say that they are in a place of like overly thinking about it, but I would say that there has been at least the thought cross their minds where they're excited for something different, they're excited for an opportunity to connect, or they're excited for some sort of opportunity to create a sense of flow in a way that shakes up the routine of things or shakes up how things have been kind of regularly moving forward for them, and it creates this point of like excitement at difference or excitement to break a pattern. There's that sort of energy that's coming forward here. So I would say yes, they're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night, yes. But it's not necessarily to say that they have been like overly thinking about it. It's just coming forward as maybe more of a passive thought of saying something's going to be different to be able to see you or connect with you, something along that sort of lines of thinking. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, temperanceandsage.com, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let us see for 86. What are their thoughts and feelings? Let us see. All right. So I would call this pretty mundane in terms of direction, energies, or ideas. This King of Wands can say that they can find you attractive in certain ways, but when it comes to the energy of the Five of Swords with the Seven of Wands, there's some sort of pushback rather than a space of flow. So this is more thinking about you as it's like putting a barrier in between the two of you. So I don't really see them seeing you as an individual person. I see them more so seeing you as through some sort of other lens. So when we have the King of Wands come forward, who is the leader, and then we have the store manager, it's like they're seeing you through the lens of the store manager as that sort of direction, rather than seeing it through the lens as person to person. So I don't really see them thinking about anything when it comes to um, pursuit, or when it comes to taking action or things like that. The King of Wands in this particular case scenario is more so going to lean into those leader qualities where they might draw attention towards you. Could be in the basis of attraction with the King of Wands, but it could also be in the basis of attention in terms of energy. Are you somebody who is having a good experience, or are you somebody who's having a bad experience? They're going to pick up on that sort of energy as they're passing by to be able to figure out what's the best for the circumstances at hand. The Five of Swords is a you versus I card, so they're kind of putting a difference in between you and them. Again, kind of in the sort of sense of like, I am the manager, so I'm thinking through the lens of the manager and viewing the patrons as different, right? My people of my employees in my store versus my customers, right? There's kind of like this sense of difference and challenge that's coming forward here with this Five of Swords. And then the Seven of Wands wants to overcome a challenge. And so that's where we may be picking up on certain energy of like, are you having a good time here, or are you having a bad time here, right? Wanting to kind of hold the fort down, make sure that things are good when it comes to the space and that, you know, everybody is in. So I more so see them thinking about you as, you know, through the lens of the manager, and kind of being in this space of just like hoping that you are basically having a good experience. But I don't really see things kind of leaning beyond that sort of direction here. It seems like it's more so coming forward from a space of a bird's eye view natural leader, rather than it is coming forward through seeing as like if they saw you on the street rather than seeing you at a place of work, so to speak. I more so see it as like a neutral energy that's coming forward here. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing a live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. No worries. Thank you as well for allowing me to do your readings for you.